My name is Dr. Anja Foerster, and currently I'm based in Switzerland, but originally I am actually German. Who am I working with? I'm working with high-level executives, and together we are improving their work performance and their efficiency, and we're creating at the same time a healthier time management for them. And because they're all leading teams, we're excelling their leadership skills, and that is manifold. That's their communication skills, that's their team management skills, conflict skills, etc., etc. They're learning to say no, which is really important, and they're taking their team on to excel in their work performance. So I'm helping them at that too. So let's just summarize that. For me, it's called personal empowerment. I came across the PRI through a Coffee Connect session on LinkedIn. And during those sessions, there were multiple sessions, Paul and Nadine, they explained how they used actually neuroscience practically in terms of measuring resilience. And I was fascinated because measuring something that it usually fussy and vague for clients, that was a no-brainer for me. That was really cool. I'm going to be using the PRI, or actually I am already using the PRI in 3 different ways. The first one is for new clients. With new clients, we're establishing a baseline. How resilient are you actually currently? The second application is for existing clients to actually have a measurable feedback loop on how we are doing in our coaching. It's not just like, yeah, it's getting better. No, what does it actually measure like? Which domain has improved? And where do we need to take the next step? And the third application is for teams in terms of team development. Where does the team stand? And what little screw do we need to work on for the team to accelerate? So let me just take you through one specific example. A male client, over 50, married, 2 children, has experienced low energy level for months now. Whenever it comes to challenging situations at work or even in his private life, he is really deflated. There's no energy. So we did the PRI together, and let me tell you, he was amazed about the result. Not because how good it was, but how much relief he could feel, because the results of the PRI actually mirrored the way he felt. And that kind of like, it quantified his feeling. And that is a first step really to say, okay, it's not just up in my head, there's really something wrong. So that was the first result. Second result, he could really decide what changes he wanted to make. So in this particular case, he wants to change something about his lifestyle, for example, his diet. And the third, and for me also really exciting result, was that he will be working on his emotion. He wants to learn to actually recognize his emotions and to be able to then decide, well, how do I want to feel and behave afterwards when, for example, I'm angry? And by doing that, I strongly believe that in 3, 4, 5, 6 months, how long it ever will take him, he will increase his resilience. I'm not a number person, but it excites me to get actually some measurable results when somebody takes the PRI. I'm, by profession, a PhD scientist. I've done chemistry. So when I get the results back and I actually get an image, a visual feedback of the resilience of my clients, then I can work in much more creative ways to increase their resilience, depending on what area they want to work on. And with all the skills that I'm bringing then to the table, not just sort of the left brain, my scientist, but also the right brain, which then is around NLP and soul collage and theta healing, in a very short time, my clients can accelerate and achieve their results, and by that increase their resilience. Usually it would obviously take some time to get to know my clients, to really find out where the problems are and where we can really change things. With a PRI, hey, I'm much more efficient. In a very short time, we get a visual feedback, and from that, we can be efficient in making changes and concrete changes, and that I really love. I personally most enjoyed the practice labs, because for me, that hand-on learning, that is for me the most natural way, and that's why I loved it. For me personally, what really stood out was Paul and Nadine. They come from two different backgrounds. And that meant they had two different perspectives on the PRI, on resilience. And hey, I had two views into the matter, two opinions. And that really helped me to understand much more on a deeper level what resilience stands for, what it really means, and how we can shape it. If you are a coach, a trainer, or a therapist, I would personally recommend the PRI. Why? Because it gives you a tool in your hand that really helps you to work with various people. So I'm strongly left-brained. I'm a scientist, but the PRI helps me to make the link to my other side of the brain. And for those who are more right-brained, hey, they can actually talk to scientists, to engineers, to people who need numbers, who need actual results. And the assessment, the PRI assessment, gives that. So these are sort of the people I would recommend the PRI certification to. Just enjoy the process. Really dig deep and enjoy the process, because it is really amazing.